Hello, everybody, and I hope everybody's having a great Friday afternoon. I'd like to welcome Andy N0APX with
Hey,
me.
Chris.
He's the founder of the End Fed Biscuit, but he's also a World Radio League promoter and person. So I wanted to bring him on because he actually turned me on to the lovely, um, what you call it, the wonderful World Radio League books and stuff like that. It's a
Ham radio prep.
great thing. So Andy, if you have hopefully your audio got fixed.
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me at all?
Not yet.
Okay. Let's do a little bit of audio work. Testing 1, 2. Can you hear me all right? Okay. All right. Can you hear me okay now? Okay. All right. So I'm coming through on the stream. Let me send a message to Chris here.
So Andy, I can't hear you, but I guess Pepe can hear you. I wonder if I am the one that can't do that. Let's double check stuff.
Hello to Pepe. Hello to Paul. Great to see you, Paul. While Chris is getting his audio sorted out, I'm going to go ahead and pull up World Radio League in a secondary tab here, and we'll get you guys going here in just a second. So apologies for the audio situation here, but we'll work through it momentarily. Let's go ahead and do this here. There we go. All right. Hey, Rodney. Great to see you, Rodney. So good to see everybody popping in the chat here. Let's see here. Here we go. So I'm seeing Pepe in the chat, Rodney in the chat, Paul in the chat. Good to see y'all. And we're working through audio issues on Chris's end, so you guys can hear me, but Chris apparently can't hear me. So, Chris, are you hearing me now? Apparently, he's still not hearing me. I can hear him. You can hear both of us. He can't hear me. So we're pending that getting sorted out. So give us just a couple minutes here as we Rodney's hunting KB9 VBR on FT8 40 meters. You're tempting me. I may have to fire up my radio. But it's like Chris giving me a 1 moment sign. I think he's working on something. Are you hearing me, Chris? I don't think he's hearing me. He froze a little bit there. But anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and I don't know if it'll let me share my screen directly or not. We're going to go ahead and pop that in here. And whenever Chris is ready, we'll go ahead and start sharing that window out. So we'll see what we can do when Chris is ready here. Everybody who's just joining us, hello. Great to see y'all popping in. Chris is working on some audio issues on his end. So give us just a moment as we sort that out. Then we'll be off to the races, as they say. We're going to be doing a walkthrough of World Radio League tonight. How it works, what's going on. We may mention a couple of upcoming features. Really exciting stuff. Hey, guys, I'm looking on the World Radio League homepage right now. 8 Papa 5 Alpha Alpha is making a bunch of 20-meter contacts. So I'm going to go ahead while Chris is doing that. I'm going to go ahead and pull up my logbook, fire up my radio, and see if we can get on 20 meters and work 8 Papa 5 Alpha Alpha, or what is it? 8 Papa 5 Alpha Alpha.
Right.
Yeah. Can you hear me, Chris?
I don't know. I can hear you finally. I don't know what the heck happened. I think I ended up switching over to Discord to grab your message, and my stuff went, oh, we're going to go here now, and we're not going to do anything else. So,
gotcha. All right. So, if you can see there, I've got my screen shared.
Yep.
And yeah, what's going on right now is 8 Papa 5 Alpha Alpha is actually on the air right now, making a bunch of contacts.
Oh.
I was gonna see if I could. November 0 Alpha Papa X-ray. Okay, so while he's calling the next station, I'm going to show you how this works. What I can do is I can go over here to my spotting page. Let me go ahead and readjust my window a little bit so it's easier to see. There we go. I can grab the spot, double click it, pops into my log just like that. Now, if I have cat control on, that will also copy that frequency over to my radio. So see if I can work him. He's coming back around now. If I can't work him on the next couple rounds, we'll just go ahead and go on with the demo and let it go. But I'm gonna.
Yeah. No, and the biggest problem, like I've told you before, is sometimes when you don't have a lot of cell service, the app doesn't want to update as quickly as you wish. And we know that's something in the works.
Yeah.
But like I said last. Oh wait, can you get them?
Here we go. November 0 Alpha Papa X-ray. November 0 Alpha Papa X-ray. November 0 Alpha Papa X-ray.
Well, WRL is a suite of, it's a logging software suite that you can use with your FT8, POTA, regular just contacts over the radio. I mean, it's all in one, and you can do this online and off. So you could bring up your World Radio League webpage, leave it on your computer, go out to the park where you have no service, type in all your contacts, go back home, and it'll update automatically. And then you can, you know, download an ADIF or ADI file and put it right on the POTA website. It's so. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we've got the web app. That's what you see here. We also have a handy little mobile app, which I'll show you momentarily as I get it pulled up here on my phone. You can see I've got the mobile app right here. Really handy little mobile app. And yeah, it's offline capable. So if you're going out into the park, you don't need internet access. You can just log away. And when you come back to full internet, it will sync to your account. So really, really great there. And you can see this, if you're on the web page, of course, you have a whole lot more functionality. And once we release the desktop app, as we've said here recently, that's probably coming end of September to mid-October, somewhere around in that area, because we're doing some database updates right now. Once we get all that finalized, then we'll be launching the desktop app very shortly thereafter. It's almost ready. We just got to do some database updates before we can launch it. So, but if you want to just, you know, if Chris, if you're good, we'll just kind of start on the homepage here and just kind of work down through
that's fine.
World Radio League and show. Is that good with you?
That's perfect actually, because a lot of people don't get to see you every Thursday on Ham Radio TV live stream, and then other, you know, Ham Shack TV, and then other people don't see, you know, they might see you here and there, you know, on different stuff. But the biggest thing is I want everybody to understand that this software is the most advanced at this time of logging software that we can find, and
Yes.
it's mobile and it's able to be used on on a
Yeah.
computer or
Oh yeah,
just
yeah.
from a regular app.
Well, and we're not stopping. I mean, we've been releasing features almost every week, and we intend to keep that up
Yep.
for the foreseeable future. So watch for new stuff every couple weeks. Just wanted to shout out Rodney was in the chat earlier saying he was trying to work KB9 VBR on FT8, and you can see here one of our most recent contacts. He got it. He got that contact. It popped up here
Cool.
on the recent contacts page in World Radio League. So great work, Rodney. All right. So starting at the homepage here, you can see we've got our recent contacts. You can hit this view recent button to show a full list of them. This globe here, this shows this is also a live recent contacts globe. So you can hover over these lines here, see contacts in the last few hours. And you can spin that globe around, take a look at different contacts here and there. So just kind of a really neat visualization of what's going on in the world of propagation. You just it's a cool propagation tool because you can just see where signals are going at the moment. Where if you're trying to figure out where to point a beam or something like that, you can just use this here and take a look. As you scroll down here, you'll see we have some of today's leaders: top operator, country, state. Longest DX, wow, U.S. to Saudi Arabia, nice.
Wow.
Top band and mode. We've got featured members of the day here, and then right along the top here, you can just directly start a pod activation really simply. Start a new general logbook, import a native file, or view our contest page. You've also got band conditions. This band conditions widget is really cool. Really nice interface there. To check band conditions, and then we've got, of course, our band plan here. You can see this band plan here. I've got a poster on the wall behind me right there. You can kind of see that. That's actually a physical copy of this band plan. You can purchase it right here if you'd like a copy of that to hang in your shack. Really neat shack edition. Really cool. So
I'll tell you this:
course,
that band plan screen actually saved my butt a couple times, and I just pulled it up on my mobile.
Nice.
So
there you go. We've got it on mobile as well.
So when I'm sitting there, I'm a general, so I'm going for my extra, but right now I'm still playing around the extra bands. Sometimes you're like, is that in? Is that out? Is that so? You just go check that, and it's boom, you're there.
Yeah, so, one time I was dialing around on the radio, not really paying attention where I was at. Heard a guy calling CQ, made the contact, and I looked down and I was like, oh man, that's in the extra portion. And of course, I haven't upgraded to extra yet. And I tell him, I'm like, man, thanks for the contact, but I got to get off of here. I'm not an extra. I just realized where you're at. He goes, oh, don't worry. I won't tell anybody. It was really funny. But yeah, anyways, so also here on the, you can just see here in the header bar, you've got this button right here. If you're a light mode kind of person, you can just switch that to light mode. Either way, however you like it, really handy tool. So, next page we got is your profile page. So, you set up your profile however you want. You've got a short bio you can set up here. Then you can send me a message in the community. If you pull up my profile, you'll have this button here. You can send me a message. You can put your social links here. You've got if you're subscribed, you got a founding member number right here. And your subscription level. As you scroll down, you can set up your operating locations. You can edit your profile. You can set up your station. Your station consists of like your radio, your antenna, any station photos you want to add. Then you've got your activity map. This is a pretty new feature. It's kind of like if you're familiar with GitHub commits, the GitHub, the way they record commits and stuff like that. This is a very similar idea. You just got QSOs per day laid out in kind of a heat map type of layout. So really cool there. You scroll on down, you can set some featured awards. You've got an awards tab right here. You can grab what awards you want to feature on your profile so that other people scrolling down as they scroll past this features awards section, those are the ones that are going to pop out. So you've got, of course, your profile here with how many total QSOs you have in your logbook. Total log, total imported, number of countries worked, number of grid squares worked, all that here. You got pie charts by band and mode. You've of course got your long bio here, so you can set that up. You can put iframes in here. You can embed videos, and then of course your full awards page as we saw. As you scroll on down, you've got your logbook here. So this is like all of your QSOs in one place. So if you scroll down to the bottom, this is showing 1 through 50 out of 3,283 contacts. So you just keep paging through this as you go. Any contacts you've confirmed will show up with a green check mark here. Any POTA contacts will show up with a POTA icon here. Any park-to-park contacts will show up with the double POTA icon here. SOTA will have a SOTA icon. WWFF will have, that's Worldwide Flora and Fauna, if you're unfamiliar. That'll have that logo here. So, just really, really nicely laid out there for you. You can click on a single contact, take a look at it. Download a copy of that contact, email it to somebody as a QSL card of sorts, because it has all the necessary information logged here. Any comments you add will be added underneath the photo. So yeah, then you've also got your QSO. Oh, you can search your logbook. So if I wanted to search, James is our CEO, N0APX. If I want to search his call sign, there we go. I can see the contact I made with him right here. There we go. It shows confirmed. If I wanted to, I could download this image like that, send it to him for a QSL card and via email. And yeah, here's all the contact details that were confirmed right here that we had on both ends exactly matched on these details. And then down here is kind of like the metadata of the contact. So all the details you want to pull out of that contact will be down here. If you keep looking here, we've also got the QSO map. So you can set this. I'm going to set this down to 100 contacts to make it a little cleaner for you to look at. I'll set it to 200. There we go. Now I can share this map. Got a beautiful map share here, and we're getting ready to enhance this and make it a whole lot more customizable. So if you want to, what's that?
My question is how, because I can already see, I can see POTA entities and I can, stuff like that on there when I pull it up myself. Granted, I only have 41 contacts in my logbook because of when I started, but it's pretty cool. It's nice to see, it doesn't matter what what you do, you will see it. So
I'll show you in a couple minutes how we're getting ready to make this more customizable. It's really cool. So yeah, we'll look at that here in just a few minutes. Logbooks. This is your logbooks page. We break your logging down into individual logbooks. You can set up one logbook for all of your contacts. I like to set up a logbook like each month, split it up like that. Each contest that you enroll in will have its own logbook with its own logging interface specific for that contest. Every POTA activation you do will be an individual logbook to make it easier to export those contacts, send them over to the POTA website. And we're working on, we'll eventually have something like folders on this page for better organization, that type of thing. So keep an eye out for that. But QSO Manager is where all your contacts sit. So all of them are going to be here, and you can always go in here, filter by whatever you want to filter by. We've got tons of filters. Go into QSO Manager and dig around. Don't delete anything by accident, but just dig around in there and see what all you can find, because it's really cool how you can really manage your QSOs on a really minute level using this thing if you want to. Activity log is also kind of works in tandem with QSO Manager, because you can see all of your bulk edits, all of your logbook merges, all of your exports, all of your imports. That all pops up here. You can view them. Like I can grab an import here. I imported 7 contacts here. I can take a look at that. I can view those QSOs from that import. It filters QSO Manager just by that import, and I can see those pop up here. So really, really cool.
And being able to import another logbook or something used on a different app or wherever is very important, because sometimes World Radio League doesn't pull it up, and you still have Polo. I use Polo every once in a while just because, and I'll pull that over to my World Radio League because it's okay. This works. Boom, done. Um, it's a lot of
Yeah.
it because it's right now with what they're working on with World Radio League. It's going to take a little bit to be as fast as Polo with a lot of things. You guys just aren't as fast because of that, because it's a little heavier weight, so to speak, and you're fixing stuff on the daily. So
Oh
once
yeah,
that
yeah,
stuff gets
absolutely.
fixed, like
And
when you
oh,
guys get it
don't
fixed,
worry,
it'll
we've
be
got some really exciting stuff for like call sign lookups, that type of thing. It's going to be so much faster after we can get this database update wrapped up. So keep an eye out for that.
yeah.
Just before I move on, I just want to hit a couple of the comments I saw popping in here. Jimmy said, "Hi, Andy. Hey, Jimmy. Hope you're doing all right." Pepe says, "Looking forward to the band plan for IARU Region 1 Europe." Yeah, we'll be talking with the team about that. And Rodney says ability to change the order of the logbooks. Sorting is also potentially an option as well as folders. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. And good night, Paul73. Sorry you have to work on Saturday. All right. So moving on here, I've got this. You were referring to importing ADA files right here.
Yes.
You can just click that import button. That will makes it really easy to
And
import
yep.
an ADA file. Super simple process there as you go through that. And you can create a new logbook from here. POTA activation, regular logbook, however you want to do it. If I create a new one here, I can add activities such as POTA, SOTA, WWFF, all that type of stuff. If you add like a POTA location, it will automatically pull all the location details for that POTA park down here, add those to your logbook, and give you the POTA logging template. So really slick there. It'll look something like this. This will be what it looks like. You can auto spot yourself to the POTA spotting page. You can it usually automatically pulls the other operator's park number for a park to park. But if for some reason they aren't on the spotting page or something, you can manually add it here. You can spot yourself or the other operator to our internal spotting cluster. And if you want to continue looking at other spots, you've got a whole range of options here: the POTA cluster, the SOTA cluster, WWFF, and these 3 DX clusters as well. You can filter your spots by band and mode, all that good stuff. Just really robust here. You got a map view. You can see where all the spots are on the map. You've got a grid view. You could pause the refresh. It refreshes once per minute. You can pause that here in case you don't want it to automatically refresh, and then you've got a manual refresh button here as well. Here's your log. I'll grab another logbook and show you the map here in a second. And then you've got, I'll grab another logbook for stats too. So we'll go ahead and let me find a logbook here. Pepe's asking what happens if he accidentally deletes a logged contact. Pepe, if that happens, what you need to do is immediately, as soon as you realize you've done it, reach out to our support team, like through a bug report or not necessarily a bug report, but either in our Discord or our community. Reach out to myself or Brad, K4AZE, as a last-ditch effort. You can always submit a bug report, but just let us know if you can remember what the call sign of the deleted contact was. That would be very helpful. If you can remember date, time, any details you can remember, include it in that note. Send it to us as soon as you can. And I think we have a backup system that can restore that pretty easily, as long as it's within a pretty short period of time. So, yeah, I would say just reach out as quick as possible, and that way we have the opportunity to get that restored for you. So if I grab this logbook right here, you can see I can go to the map view here. And once again, this is that same style of map share. So really cool. We got a developer that just did stellar work on this. You can download this as an image, share it to social media. You can copy a link, share that link to social media.
Cool.
If you want to look at your stats page, you've got your your logging stats here, all the states and provinces you worked, the longest DX contact, the longest contact you made, what all DX entities you worked, bands, modes, total number of contacts, rate per hour. This one I split up over like the beginning and end of the day. So of course it's got a terribly slow looking QSO rate because of that fact. But and then you can see here it gives you how many park to park contacts you made and how long your activation was, which once again it was split up across a day. So it looks really crazy, but yeah. Believe me, I didn't spend 5 hours and 56 minutes in the park trying to make those contacts. So
I spent an hour and a half in the park with N0APX, where we activated Terry Andrews State Park July 1st, and that was, even for us, both of us, we were like, okay, that's enough.
yeah, absolutely. If you want to change any logbook settings, you can change those here. You've got an export ADIF option here, on the side here. It's tailor-made to upload to POTA website. It'll have the park number set up exactly like you need it to upload to the POTA website. So once you're ready to upload these contacts, this will give you like all the fields that are logged, this ADIF option here. But if you export this one with the park number in it, that'll give you an ADIF tailored for that park. And if you're like doing a twofer, let me go ahead and add another park here to the logbook, and then I'll save that. Now, if I scroll back up here, I have both options. So this one's tailored for the 10214 park. This one's tailored for the 10215 park. So there's, you can export each one that's tailor-made for each park option, and then you can take those off of there. And if you add a soda summit, go ahead and find my summit here. Hopefully I have permissions enabled. There we go. Okay, so now if I save the settings, you can see here it's giving me a POTA export and a soda export. So we've got those tailored down just for each upload purpose.
And I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
The one thing I did when I went out to Long Lake Recreation Area here in Wisconsin, because I camped there for the weekend, I activated that, but that is also the Northern Kettle Moraine POTA Park also. So there's like, it's a big expansion of, it's a big park, but you're still in it. So I ended up having two, and it was nice to log one, just on one sheet, so to speak, and then basically send two of them off to POTA.
Absolutely. Yeah. I want to say hey to She's on Frequency, who's in the chat, and she says she's doing a soda tomorrow. So using World Radio League, I'm assuming. That's fantastic. Great to see you in the chat there. So good evening to you.
I just watched one of her videos today.
Yeah.
I think she went hiking with her dog, and some of the stuff she's done is done. Yeah, she's done a lot of stuff, and
that was a great video.
Very cool.
So she's asking about how to set that soda summit up in World Radio League. So I'm assuming you're going to be using the mobile app. The mobile app and the web app are going to be really similar in how you set it up. So I'll show you on the web app, and then it'll pretty much be the same for the mobile app. So you're going to create a new logbook. Then you're going to select the soda option here. And you said you're going to be in W0C/UR-016, which is Red Mountain in Colorado, looks like. So you'll grab that. It'll pull all the location details automatically. You can save that. And then just log your contacts like you normally would. And of course, the interface, the logging interface will look a little different on the mobile app. But yeah, just log your contacts like you would. You can if you work any summit to summits, that'll pop up here. Any POTA stations will pop up. Their park can pop up here, or you can add that manually. So really simple here. And then you've of course got your spotting page, and you can add yourself to that spotting page here if you need to. And then you'll have your map show up. If you're on the web, you'll have it show up here. We've got a tab for it, I believe, in the mobile app as well. So you can check that out. When you're done activating, you'll go here into the logbook settings. Then you'll have this export with the summit number right here. you'll want to click that export option, download that ADIF file, then go submit that to the SOTA site. So it's really, really simple to do that in World Radio League. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop those in the comments. But yeah, it's a really simple flow there. So really
Well,
very similar on the mobile app as it is on the web app. So you shouldn't have too many issues.
I want to just say a big shout out to the Pota Boy. I haven't seen him in a while, but good to see you,
Hey,
bud.
Pota Boy.
And I will tell you this: uploading anything to Pota is very difficult on the mobile. You have to change you have to go basically from
Yeah, you have to set it to like a
to this.
desktop. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can either do that or you can set it to you can turn the desktop site option on, and I think that helps as well if you're in your browser. So
Yep, that's another way of doing it. But yeah, it's
yeah.
I just come home and do it and say, forget it,
Yeah.
let's do it over the Wi-Fi.
Yeah. So I know SOTA can be a little bit challenging to figure out how to upload your file when you're done, but I think uploading it should be you'll get a file that's tailored for the upload. So once you get that file downloaded, then it's just simply a matter of just uploading it to the website, submitting it there. So not too big of a deal. Yeah, so that's mainly the logging setup here. Analytics. If you're a subscriber to, I can't remember if we start analytics at the basic level or at the premium level, but you'll get the
Hold
DX
on, let me
dashboard
look.
here. Okay.
I have mine pulled up on my other screen.
Okay.
Let's see here. I actually have it at the basic level.
Okay. You have it at the basic level.
I'm
All right.
only
So
at
if you're a
2%
basic
right now,
subscriber or
1%.
above, you'll get access to your DX dashboard with all the DX locations you've worked, how many you've confirmed. And that'll show up on this nice map here. You'll get list down here below with your stats. Really, really nice UI. Then up here, you'll get US states, which is the same thing, only for the states here. Really intuitive. And then your activity and streak. So this is the activity map we looked at a little bit ago. This is your daily logging streak, your longest streak, your current streak, which I'm doing terrible because I haven't had time to get on the air. And you can change this to weekly. You'll have your weekly streak stats here. And then you've got right here, you have the current streak leaders. So right now, with 55 days, it's tied for first place with Joe Birdwell, Zach Dill, and Kenneth Tilford, all at 55-day logging streak, because that's when we launched. I think we launched this feature about 55 days ago, and they've been logging steady ever since. So shout out to those guys.
And like right now, I think the last time I logged was July 1st.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's been how many days?
I know how that goes. So yeah, great there. Rodney says he just logged Bulgaria, and you can see that right here. Well, I just go back to the homepage, like the recent contact. Looky there, Bulgaria, 40 meters FT8. Great shot, Rodney.
Wow.
Looking good. Pepe says the SOTA website does give you detailed feedback if something went wrong with your upload. So that's always good to know that they'll give you a really good. And if something happens and you can't narrow it down to anything in particular, feel free to submit a bug report and we'll look and just make sure that your file is compatible with their system and make sure, we'll rule that out for you if you need us to. So if it's just not working, you can't figure out what's going on, feel free to send us that report and we can always take a look at that if you feel like it might be something on our side. So, but we've worked pretty hard on that to make sure it's compatible. So you shouldn't have any issues there. Nextly, we've got our activities site. This you can search here for, Pota Parks, SOTA Parks, WWFF, Worldwide Floor and Final locations. You've got a map view, so you can look around here, click on different sites, create a logbook, or view that site's details. then you can let that load here. Take a looky there. It's like we've had a few World Radio League hunters contact that park, but whoever was activating it was not a World Radio League member apparently. Then you've got a list view here as well, which shows you the parks nearest to you, and then you have a way to search. So we could search the one that she's on frequency. My brain is slipping, and I can't remember her name. But anyway, we can look at the park that she was referencing here. Let's see here, or the summit. What was that summit number? There we go. W0C/UR-016. We'll look that one up right quick. There it is right there. We can open it in Google Maps. We can create an activator logbook, or we can just view details. It's been activated. Oh, that's weird. I don't know why it has my name in there. I'll have to. It's because I just created that logbook. That's why. Yeah. I just created that activation logbook. So ZeroQ says, so yeah, I'll delete that logbook, and you could be the first. There we go. El Marie. Thank you, El Marie. You could be the first one to activate that inside World Radio League. So, yeah, hope that goes well for you.
That'll be cool.
Yeah. All right. So spotting page, this is kind of the same thing as the spotting tab within the logbook, only on its dedicated page in case you want to, check propagation, look, see who's on the air, see what's going on. This is all just that in its own page in a bigger form factor, so you can see that. Leaderboard.
I never looked at that.
This shows the leaders for the week by mode, by longest distance, by most DX contacts, which is cool, and then most contacts overall. Because I'm streaming, it's wanting to load slow, so we'll give it a second and see if it loads here. But StreamYard tends to be a little bit data hungry, so there we go. There we go. Most contacts overall. You can see Kenneth Tilford at the top with 1,026 this week. Nice. Must be running FT8 or something. And then you can click on an individual country or state. So we'll click on Texas here. Let's see if Rodney's at the top of the list. Yeah, right there, Rodney. Called it. All right, Rodney's first, then Jacob. So those are a couple of really good World Radio League friends. So they are on the top of the Texas leaderboard. Great to see them there. And Rodney's even at the top of the longest distance and the most DX. And see if he's at the top of digital here. No, it'd be FT8. Yep, there he is right there. So let's check. Longest distance contact was... See if those details will load. There we go. That's his contact with, wow, Indonesia. Nice. Great work, Rodney. Fantastic. All right. So that's our leaderboard page. Contests. We are constantly adding contests, but if you know there's one that we do not have that you want to see, feel free to reach out. Let us know. We're trying to collect all the ones we can and get them added on here. So if you want to view details of a contest, you can just open it up. If you haven't enrolled yet, it's really simple to just see here. Just click this join for free button. You pop in, you enroll. Then you can look at all the details. These are all the stations that are enrolled. This is your statistics page, which that'll start to fill out as the contest gets to going. Your leaderboard page, of course. You've got rules of the contest. You can read through all those here. Brad does a good job of keeping those very well. Then you've got your logbook with your specified exchanges. And our serial number fields will auto-generate incremental numbers. So just log and it'll increment to the next number. So Rodney says he's running a G90 with their amplifier and an End Fed randomer. The G90 is an awesome radio. I never used the other amplifier with that radio. 20 watts is plenty. I think I worked Australia's single sideband on 20 watts of the G90. and just like a homebrew dipole or something. That G90 is just absolutely beautiful. I love that radio. And it's
Right
so great.
now,
And it's great for
right now,
portable operations for a home station. It's just an amazing little radio.
I've done FT8 with my G90 with a vertical that I had on the front yard for a long time, and I just was getting really bad noise. And what was it? I think I hit Puerto Rico like 8 times and then South America 8 times. It was just like,
Yeah.
it was crazy. But with single sideband, the only way I get out on with that, number one, I'm not using verticals when I do POTA anymore, unless I actually need to. But I've been using either your End Fed Biscuit or another, what do you call it, End Fed style, just to
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I love the G90. It's just yeah, G90 is just a spectacular radio, especially for just getting on HF. It's just got
yeah,
so many features to it.
yes, it does.
Incredible tuner. The tuner is just unreal. You can just about tune
Amazing.
a wet noodle with that thing. It's just crazy. But yeah,
You
if
can tune a ladder with that thing. You
yeah,
can take an
exactly.
aluminum. I just saw Mike's video this morning or this
Yeah,
afternoon when I got
KNMRD,
up because I work third shift. I mean,
yeah.
you can tune literally a ladder with that thing. You can tune
Oh yeah.
guardrails with it,
And
fences.
I mean,
I
it's
mean, I was,
the difference between 20 watts out and 100 watts out is actually not as big as people think. It's pretty small as far as, I mean, yeah, it gives you an extra boost. It does, but it's not that big of a boost. I really love using the G90. It's just a really fun radio.
I got, the last
Grandpa Paul
radio
says
I
he's
got
gonna
the,
tune his electric blanket with it.
yeah,
Nice.
I'm still thinking about picking up an 891 just to say I got one because using the Grouches when we went over to Terry Andrew here, and I've been fighting to get that park activated. I'm sorry, I did what K3 JRZ did. I kissed the 891 and I liked it. It was
Yeah.
nice to have that 100 watts.
I tell you, I think every HF radio I own was a really good deal that a ham cut me on like either a really cheap. I think I got one cheap one from eBay that I like paid the highest bid or something. The rest of them are like really good deals that hams gave me after I reached out to them on QRZ. They had it listed at a certain price. I said, will you take a little bit less? And they were very very kind and gracious there. And I mean I've got a Kenwood TS570D for the shack, which it puts out 100 watts, solid radio, really good. But for portable operations or a first shack radio or anything like that, I love the G90. I always recommend the G90. It's just absolutely great.
That's the first one I bought, and I use it all the time.
Now, if you're getting into like packing in up into a summit or back into the woods or something somewhere, I love my mountain topper because if you're into CW, the mountain topper is an awesome rig. It does not do single sideband, but CW, I love my mountain topper. But yeah, but the mountain topper, and I've also got an X6100, another Zygu radio with an amazing tuner in it. Does 10 watts. Maximum with external battery, 5 watts on internal battery, single sideband. But just for all around full featured, it's that G90. It's for me, it just hits that sweet spot. But anyway, all right. So
you can run a 600 amp hour battery for a couple of hours with that thing and just go. It is a great radio. Yeah, but anyways, as you were saying.
Yeah. So we hit the contest page, integrations page. So if you have a radio that's cat control capable, you can download our cat app here. We're getting ready to release a feature update to the cat control app that will enable Flex Radio to be used with the cat control app. Shortly after that, some of the other virtual COM0 COM style connections will become available. WSJTX, N1MM, N3FJP, all those integrations go through this cat control app. So really slick to set up. WSJTX has a really seamless connection. You just start listening to the WSJTX port, strains your contact straight into your World Radio League logbook through WSJTX every time you hit that OK button whenever you confirm a contact. We've got QRZ call sign lookup right now. We're getting ready to expand our QRZ integration to include uploading or exporting and importing your contacts to and from QRZ. So keep an eye out for that. That will be very soon. Really excited for that. And Logbook of the World is also coming pretty soon as well. So watch for those.
Wow.
We've got, of course, our community chat page, which I'll just show you real quickly. It always opens in a new tab, so I have to wait for it to load. Here we go. So here's our community page. We've got all these topics here. You can start a new topic. You can DM somebody directly with our chats up here. So take a look at our community if you get the chance. And then if you need to report a bug, you can do that here. If you are able, please use the Loom screen recording software and share that Loom link with us, because that's very helpful. If you can, kind of show us a detail of what you're facing, that helps us be even faster on fixing it. But our development team is really, really incredible, and we've got some really, really good developers that are spot on when it comes to bug fixes. They are just really good at it. And then and new features, obviously. And then if you want to send us some feedback, you just click that send feedback link. It pulls up the community once again. So yeah, I think we covered pretty much it. Find members near me. This pulls up a map view, a globe view, and a list view where you can find other World Radio League members around the globe and connect with them through the community. Or see who's around you, see what's going on. So absolutely. Any questions, Chris? I think we pretty much covered it all. Anytime you do an export or anything, that'll all pop up here. Anytime you confirm a contact, get an award, that'll pop up here. You've got some quick actions here. Dig around in it. Oh, I was going to show you the map customization. So, in our development environment, our testing environment, all of our beta testers will have already seen this. But when you go in here to our testing environment, grab a logbook here. If I want to look at my map share, I'll customize that here. You can add gray line. You can add map labels. So, you can hover over these. You can see these contacts. You can turn this into a globe if you want. You can turn it into a map. Your gray line, turn it on and off. You've got heat map, which is really neat because that kind of shows you trends as to where your contacts are all going to. Clustering, if you want to kind of zoom out and just kind of see numbers so it's not cluttering your map up with pins, you can. Then as you zoom in, they pop up. Then you can set your number of contacts, the last 100, the last 250, you can go from 10 to 1,000 or just select all. You can show all different map styles. You got your default, your satellite, your terrain. You can show the hybrid map, which is kind of a hybrid between satellite and terrain. You've got the dark mode map and a retro kind of Google Maps retro look. So really, really cool there. I really like the satellite map, so that's the one I use. You go into styling. You've got all these different color themes you can pick from, or you can go custom. You can change the line color around. We can make those lines pink. You can change your pin color to, whatever color you want. We'll go kind of make them kind of maybe a blue color there. I'm going to make these pins a star instead of circles. We can add a border to those stars if we want to. I like it without the border currently. You can change your line style to dashed or dotted or dashed. There we go. You can go curved lines, straight lines, high arc. We can, if you want to go to the advanced tab, you've got all these extra advanced options here. You can also divvy up your pins by mode. and change the style of each pin and the color of each pin by mode. So you can say circle for all your single sideband contacts, a diamond for all your CW contacts, so on and so forth. So really, it's going to just be really incredible. And I can save this customization here, close this out. And when I go to share my map, looky there, you can see all that customization has been added to my map share. Really neat. And also, we have a pop out here now. So I'll share the pop out. Looky there, you can put this on a big screen, a separate screen if you want to. Really, really neat here how this you can just put this pop out on just a different window and leave it up. Your gray line will move along. Your contacts will populate while you're logging. Just really, really cool. So I think that about hits it, Chris. I think that's about everything.
Wow. They, and I've been watching the Discord, which, of course, I closed it, which I'm a dummy. But, the one thing is it's nice to actually be able to put something in Discord and there's a response within, 24 hours. We can, that right there is a big plus. And it's either you or it's somebody
Brad
right away.
James, yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for
But
sure.
the other thing I want to bring you on is, I'm studying for my extra. Okay. And I'm using exam tools, basically .org's freaking testing stuff. The question to you is, what does ham radio prep bring to the table compared to them? And I know that's sort of in your purview, but not totally. Just a quick brief would be great.
Yeah. So ham radio prep, I kind of used some of what you were using when I studied for my tech. This was a couple years ago when I first got my technician. When I upgraded to my general, I studied ham radio prep, bought the general course, studied the general course all the way through. It was a game changer. The technician course is probably the easiest. The technician test is probably the easiest test. I got more questions right on the general than I did on the tech. I scored 35 out of 35 on the general after taking ham radio prep, which I guess that's saying something for me. So, so really, it's the way we do it is we have a video lesson and a text lesson, and the video has subtitles with the text with all the actual lesson answers. The actual test pool, question pool answers are all the actual wording is highlighted in blue in your text lesson and in the subtitles under the video. It's all highlighted in blue, so it makes that mental connection. That's the actual, words of the correct answer of the questions in the question pool. So, really, just really intuitive way to study there. And Professor Jim N0APX, he's our professor for the ham radio prep courses. He does a really, 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 really good job doing those videos. He's a really good teacher. And the other thing we do is we have a ham radio basics course teaching you just the basics of ham radio. If you want to take that, you've got the MCOM course, emergency communications course, and I think we've got an HF masterclass course. And I'm not going to get into details, but we may have something new coming soon, so get excited. It's going to be big. Just keep an eye out. But from the ham radio prep side, so just really, 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 Prep Ham Paul says anything with the word prep in it is cool. That's absolutely right. But check out ham radio prep. We've got a mobile app and we've got the web interface as well. And we've got those to where they all sync now. If you were using it before and it wasn't syncing, we updated our whole process, and now those the questions you can study on both devices, and your lesson progress syncs between devices. So and you can download the videos for offline studying on your mobile app. Just really, really cool interface.
I was understanding that, and I actually downloaded it But because I'm gonna have to wait a little bit. I'm gonna end up paying for the full thing for what you call it for extra because I was getting
Yeah.
a lot further
And
with
hey, if you
my
are a
studies with
World
that than I
Radio
was
League,
with anything else.
if you're a World Radio League founding member, a subscriber of World Radio League, I believe there's at least a couple tiers, if not all three, get some discounts for Ham Radio Prep. So go check that out before you buy anything from Ham Radio Prep. Just check that out. See if your subscription level has discounts, and be sure and get those applied to your purchase. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep, that or I'll use Ham Shack TV's discount too.
There
Or
you go. Yeah, you
that
can use Josh's as
instead.
well. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because
And
Josh,
if you're not
Josh keeps
if
putting
you're
out.
not a founding member yet, you can still get your founding member number. We have several founding member numbers left, but act fast because they are going every day. We're giving away founding member numbers, I believe. So, yeah, if you want a founding member number, World Radio League founding member number, go grab you one by subscribing any subscription level. And if you want a founding member pin, really cool founding member pin like this one here, subscribe to our VIP level, you can get one of these. Yeah. So Pepe says prepaid. Yes, the Ham Radio Prep courses are prepaid courses. You buy the course, and if it's one of our license courses, then for the U.S. license courses, if you buy one of those and you don't pass on your first try, you take the full course and you don't pass on your first try, we have a money back guarantee. So, and I'll just say we hardly ever have claims. So, and we have a lot of students. So you're getting your money's worth.
Well, I see there's a couple of founding members in there. I'm also now a founding member because I joined and everything else. So it's really nice to be at the, first thousands or so before anybody else is. So that's one reason why I want to get my extras. The other reason I want to get my extras, I don't want to worry about band, where I can and cannot.
I know what you mean. I've just been like, I've been so busy. I haven't had time to study for my extra, but every once in a while I'm like, man, I ought to just take it so that I'm not having to worry about what band what band, where the band edge is all the time.
And the thing of it is, we already study as it is for all this stuff because we're doing the hobby. I mean, it's fun. Yeah. It's a blast.
Oh yeah.
So, but Andy, absolutely. Do you have anything going on with your ham radio channel or anything else going on that you want to share?
Well, I'm going to keep this stream just related to World Radio League and Ham Radio Prep. If you're good with that, because I'm not going to get into my personal stuff. Fine. But yeah, we've got new videos coming out pretty regularly on the World Radio League YouTube channel, so go check that out. Ham Radio Prep YouTube channel. We always have a lot of new stuff coming out there. But yeah, go. And if you ever want to reach out to me, you can always reach out to me by going to the community and tagging me at N0APX or emailing me Andy@worldradioleague.com if you have any questions. And if you see Brad in the Discord, we've also got a Discord. You can find me there. And if you ever see Brad K4,
send that link earlier.
You sent that? Did you say you sent that link?
Yeah, I put the link up already. Yeah, put it up again.
Great.
So
great. Okay. So yeah, you can join our Discord, and I'm in there. Now, if you see Brad K4AZE, he's also a part of the team. Feel free to chat with him about new stuff you'd like to see or contests you'd like to add. He's handling a lot of those. So if you have a contest that's not in World Radio League and you want it added, chat with him about that. And like I said, feel free to reach out to me anytime. I can answer I can answer most of your questions. If you say, when will this feature be ready? I may have to take it back to the team and find out where they're at, but I'll get you a satisfactory answer one way or another.
That's perfectly capable and perfectly
I'll
honest.
try.
That's
I'll
I've
try
done
to
that
get you a
before.
satisfactory
Yeah.
answer. If you're the type of person who doesn't take satisfactory answers, I'm sorry I can't help you, but I'll do my best.
Right?
Uh,
Hey, it happens all the time. But I want to thank everybody for coming to this live stream. It was something in the works for a while that between me and Andy. I had Andy on earlier this year for his End Fed Biscuit, which I've been using that sucker and I love it. So, but World Radio League was something that he turned me on to, you know, with other discussions that we had, and it was great to have him back for World Radio League now. But so far, right now, I'm working on that video that I had um, with N0G Paul the Grouch. Going to be getting that out here in the next couple days. Hopefully, get some of that hour-long or hour-and-a-half long video I shot down to hopefully a 20 or 30-minute shot. Because yeah, there's I'm going through it and I'm just shaking my head. But it's great to see El Marie here. It's great to see Prep Ham Paul. Thanks for coming, Jimmy. Always great to see you in the streams. So it's really nice. And Pepe, you better get some. Better
yeah.
get some sleep.
Sleep,
It's like
Pepe.
9 p.m. It's 9 p.m. here. It's almost
Yeah.
bedtime for me, and I work third shift, so it's the weekend. But
Oh man.
if you guys don't see me on or don't see me on stream, it's probably because I'll be at work. But you know, it's a great thing. You know, I'm trying to get through this. I got some personal stuff dealing with also, which I've been putting up on my Buy Me a Coffee page. You know, you guys can go check that out there. And just we all love ham radio, so let's go out and have some fun. Let's see if we can get each other on the air before anything else. The only thing I ask is that you like the stream. You don't have to subscribe, but like the stream at least, please. So, but I can't wait to see the big reveal in 2 months when the desktop app comes, but that's just me. Yeah, I don't want to go buy another don't buy another electronic device after I just bought that Surface I bought. So, but I'm gonna have to get the cat control installed on that booger. I downloaded it on this one, and I'm like, oh wait, wrong one. but anyways, Andy, I'm gonna say 73 to you and everybody on the page. You guys have
7-3,
a great
Chris. Thank you
weekend.
for having me on. I really, really, really appreciate it. Thanks to everybody in the chat. Great to see everybody tonight. Really fun stream.
Yes, it was. It was great to see you.
Yeah,
You guys
absolutely.
have a great night, great weekend. Stay safe and get on the air. 73.